Mike Scioscia, the Angels manager, is so kind to call in from Arizona. I know I've got you for like 5 minutes thanks to the great Tim Mead, but hi, Mike. Good to have you on.
Susie, how are you doing?
I'm so great. It's better for talking to you. It's been a long time.
It's been a while, and I know you're doing well, and I know Rich is doing well, and we are in Goodyear, Arizona, and couldn't be better.
I'm so glad to hear it, and it's been a long time since we had the 6 and 14 seasons together. So they ended in that incredible World Series run. So thrilled to have you join me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, good.
Tell me about Shohei Ohtani. What is it like managing this two-way threat?
Well, right now we're obviously have a lot on our plate to pitch. So getting his swing where it needs and get him at bats to get him ready to swing during the season. So right now we're not sure how many at bats it's going to end up to over the course of the season, but we're definitely going to DH him when we have opportunities to, and we need him to go out there on the mound because he has an electric arm. So this guy's definitely a unique talent.
You're not used to having this much attention, I don't think, because I mean, I've been hearing that there's 20, 30 guys from the Japanese media following him around wherever he goes.
Yeah, there's at least that many guys, but it's no problem. They're really they don't interfere with our workout. Maybe on a personal level, it takes me an extra 5 or 6 minutes a day, which is no big deal. And Shohei is very accessible, but he's as you said, Tim Mead is coordinating this, and they made it very functional and seamless to where he can do his interviews and not miss a beat on the field.
What do you think will be the most difficult transition for him? I mean, I know the mound is somewhat different in the Japanese league.
Yes, not only the mound, baseball is a little bit different. The skin of the ball in Japanese baseball is a little bit different than our baseballs, and he's getting acclimated with that. He started throwing our baseballs a while ago when he was over in Japan. So he's getting acclimated, and there's just a little difference in the mounds. Outside of that, it's baseball. You know, you've got to square it up when it's in the zone and try to miss bats when you're pitching.
And how do you think you're going to use him? Because it is obviously it's very different to have a pitcher. I guess Madison Bumgarner is the only one that you can make any kind of reference to. But how will you use him so that you keep him fresh and keep his arm a little bit healthier?
Yeah, there's no doubt that there's going to be a schedule of when he's available. I think. If he's pitching and happens to be against a National League club, well, that's easy. He'll hit on those days. If he's, if he just pitched a day and he needs a day to recover, he probably wouldn't be available to DH. And maybe the day he throws his bullpen, there'll be some days where he's restricted. But outside of that, he'll be available to DH and come off our bench if we need it or whatever we need.
You know, I think the biggest challenge for him also, and this will be interesting to see how this happens, again, is to keep him healthy, just because you don't see that many players who are sharing this transition between the hitting and the pitching.
No doubt. Just for the pitching side, I think a lot of Japanese pitchers that have come over to the United States have had a little problem with stamina. They've been banged up, and they've missed some time. I think that our GM Billy Epler has done a tremendous job and has kind of worked out a 6-man rotation to get guys the rest and hopefully keep these guys not only fresh but effective. So I think that we'll talk all through the season, about it, but hopefully he'll overcome those hurdles and go out there and get his starts and contribute both on the mound and at the plate.
Is he on a pitch count?
Not so much a pitch count right now. He's stepped up until he gets stepped up. Yes, but he's thrown anywhere from 115 to 125 pitches in games over in Japan. So once we get him stepped up, there won't be a pitch count, but there's certainly, with a 6-man rotation, it'll be much closer to the rotation that he pitched in Japan than coming over here, your typical U.S. rotation of 5 guys.
And what's the plan when he's not pitching?
Well, when he's not pitching, if it's right after he pitched and needs a recovery day, then he probably won't be available to DH. We'll read him every day to see when he feels like he's recovered from pitching, to when he can go out there and swing the bat and see if he's going to be an option on that given day. But more so, he's got time in between to throw his bullpen, 1 or 2 bullpens, whatever he's comfortable doing, lift his weights, recover, get strong for his next start. So there's a lot of work involved in trying to do what Shohei is, both on the pitching and then the offensive end.
Mike, I so appreciate your time. Thank you for calling in. I know I promised him I would keep you on the phone for a couple minutes because you might be in a van full of managers and coaches, so I want to let you go.
Susie, thank you, and say hi to Rich. Good talking to you.
I will do that. Thank you. Mike Scioscia joining us, the Angels manager, here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.